Good morning. We are starting the Monday or the start of the work week on a chilly and cold note this morning. I'm meteorologist Johnny Lively to talk about the upcoming week forecast and this weekend as well too. Let's dive into the Monday morning show sponsored by HB Neal Construction. Switch Electric is showing us what's going on the last 6 hours on satellite and radar. You can see some light showers moving into the Texas Hill Country. You also look further to the north, you can see that high pressure ridge slowly sneaking into our region later this evening. This is going to keep really the dry conditions mainly today and tonight, but some light showers can sneak into our region on Tuesday and Wednesday. Lots of clouds the next 5 to 7 days, and you can see the temperature sponsored by Do Good Credit Union. It again pretty chilly this morning across the United States. 25 in Salt Lake City, 26 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here locally, we are mainly into the 30s and 40s. The only area that's somewhat warm this morning is Miami, Florida, currently at 68 degrees. But again, here we are in southeast Texas, southwest Louisiana. The further north that you go, it's near freezing. St. Augustine at 32, Newton 32, D. Ritter 35. Further south that you go, you're still into the 30s, but you start sneaking into the 40s. Lake Charles at 35, Beaumont 38, and Houston already at 45 degrees. And then down towards the coast is in the 40s as well too. Look at Holly Beach at 41 degrees. The outdoor and construction forecast for today, you do anything outdoors looks really good. No rain is in the forecast, especially because of the high pressure ridge sneaking into our region. Temperatures mainly into the upper 50s this afternoon. Now, some areas can get close to that 60-degree mark, but other than that, we've got mostly cloudy skies, and we'll have some window of opportunity for some sunshine, mainly this afternoon into the evening. But other than that, lots of clouds really the next 5 to 7 days. Here with the upper level flow, sponsored by Neutron Electrical Services. Again, we've got that high pressure ridge sneaking in this evening and tonight, keeping us overall dry. Now, as we start getting into tomorrow, we've got a system moving in, but we just don't have that much moisture to work with. So just 10% coverage for some light showers comes up as we get into mainly Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening. And as we get into Wednesday, those temps actually get into the upper 60s on Wednesday. Are we going to try to get into the 70s? Not so fast, because we will have our first cold front or our next cold front coming through Wednesday night, and that will make the temperatures back into the 50s coming up on Thursday. But as we sneak into Friday, we actually get back into the middle to upper 60s. But don't worry, because the second cold front will move into our region Friday evening into Saturday morning, which can give us 10 to 20% coverage for another round of showers. But this will keep the January-like temperatures as we get back into this weekend. So 50s and 60s are definitely in store for us once again as we get into this weekend. Luckily, it doesn't look like we'll see any 70s at all this week. We'll come close on Wednesday, but other than that, January-like temperatures. Some light showers are possible tomorrow on Tuesday and again on Wednesday as that first cold front comes through. Second cold front comes through on Friday into Saturday, so another round is possible on Saturday. Again, just light coverage though, just 10 to 20% coverage. Main thing is going to be the temperatures we see the next 5 to 7 days. We're mainly going to be into the 60s and 50s. The warmest days come up on Wednesday and Friday into the middle to mainly the upper 60s, but don't worry, those are the 2 days that we'll be having cold fronts move into our region. So back into the 50s on Thursday, another cold front Friday, but guess what? We're back into the upper 50s on Saturday, into the low 60s as we get into Sunday. Here is our future cast for today, sponsored by Neutron Electrical Services. Lots of clouds going to be really into the region, not only today, but the next 5 to 7 days. We can get some pockets or rounds of sunshine, allowing us to get into the upper 50s mainly this afternoon. But as we get into Tuesday afternoon, notice off to the west from Round Rock and Austin, Central Texas region, we start seeing a round of some light showers moving into our region. Just 10% coverage is possible. You can see some light showers in Houston, Beaumont, even into Lake Charles as well too, as we get mainly into Tuesday evening, into Tuesday at night. And this can happen as well on Wednesday, but again, coverage is very low, shouldn't cause any disruption at all. That's the day that we'll see that cold front move through. Here we are later on this afternoon, temperatures mainly again into the upper 50s, near 60 degrees. Houston 60 degrees, Beaumont 58, Lake Charles 57. The further east that you go, that's where the cooler air is, and so that's where you'll stay mainly into the 50s. The further west that you go, better odds you'll get around that 60-degree mark. And this is thanks to our sponsor of Silsby Ford. Later on tonight, it's still going to be pretty chilly. I mean, the further north that you go will be into the mid-30s to upper 30s. Further south that you go will be into the mid to upper 30s, sneaking into the 40s like Houston at 47. Beaumont 39, Lake Charles gets into the upper 30s to near 40, down towards the coast into the 40s and 50s. Here we are the next 7 days in southeast Texas, mainly into the 60s and 50s. No 70s in sight. If we get close to 70 degrees, that will be on Wednesday, but don't worry because we have a cold front that moves through that Wednesday evening, giving us back into the 50s on Thursday. Warm back up on Friday, but another cold front will be moving into the region, keeping those January-like temperatures as we get into the weekend. 57 and 62 coming up on Saturday and Sunday. Light showers are possible Tuesday, Wednesday, and again on Saturday. And here we are for Southwest Louisiana. Pretty same thing, right? Same song and dance. No 70s in sight. Get pretty close on Wednesday, but we've got a cold front coming in Wednesday evening. Another one comes in on Friday. No 70s. Main thing we're seeing. Lows every single night and morning, going to be pretty chilly. Good time to go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. If you haven't yet, it's in the App Store, Google Play Store. If you're not following us on Facebook and YouTube all the time, this will help you 24/7, keeping you updated, not only here locally, but no matter where you go. So a good time to go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. Thanks for tuning in this Monday morning. I'll see y'all again Tuesday morning. Our next video update will actually be later on this evening with Mr. Lucas Bosbick, but we will still have updates on Facebook, YouTube, and especially this app right here. So thanks for tuning in this Monday morning. See y'all again tomorrow.